I've written several books in the past, mainly on the traditional strategy and more particularly on strategy implementation. But I noticed that ultimately firms also face a lot of turbulence. And when I was kind of reading all those articles and books, actually I got more confused. So there's so many contradicting and conflicting recipes and recommendations. And I tried to figure out, okay, but what is my summary of all that? Actually, competition is not always the main issue for firms. So some firms, the performance of firms is sometimes more impacted, not by what your competitors are doing, but by some big change drivers, for example, in the political or in the economic or in the ecological kind of environment. And I find that there's not so many good strategic recipes for that. There's quite several books on strategy in turbulent times. But many of those books are rather tactical. So they say there is turbulence, and then they say do this, do that. Very directive. And I feel, let's say, that actually companies should take a step back a bit and should approach this topic more strategically. This book consists of a lot of stories, case studies, hands-on frameworks and tools, and it even tells you whether you are well equipped to deal with turbulence. So rigor and relevance is what we consider important at Vlerick Business School. I've written this book for managers who face strategy issues because of turbulence. And I think that the book really provides you with a better understanding what turbulence is all about, but also what you can do about that. Now, I think this book is also relevant for everybody who's interested in strategy, because I believe that strategy in turbulent times is a really new, fundamentally different discipline from the traditional competitive strategy. And so actually managers who are interested in this broad field of strategy should be interested as well. There are three main takeaways from this book. First of all, that strategy in turbulent times is really a new strategy discipline with own frameworks and with an own approach towards strategy, which is fundamentally different from competitive strategy, for example. The second one is that business model innovation, and I'll explain that in the book quite elaborate, that this plays a crucial role in that set of tools. And the third one, it's quite a challenging issue, strategy in turbulent times, and many companies struggle with that. But my point is, it's not because it's difficult, that it's impossible, and hopefully with all the insights from the book, you get better equipped to deal with that.